There was an experiment where thousands of rats were left running on a cliff, and it was seen that because of that fast momentum, the first rat in the queue that got jumped from the cliff and died. But the surprising thing was that all rats behind that first row also start jumping from the cliff without thinking of a bit. They just start following the first rat without any thinking, without any rationale. This was very surprising that why these all rats are just without any thinking, without any logic, just following the first rat. Why? Because they were in the mood that they were knowing that seven magical words that all investors in the stock market tells that they must be knowing something that you don't. You also maybe thought of this many a times that whenever a stock is going like a rocket and you are feeling that this stock's fundamentals are not looking that much good, but your mind is telling they must be knowing something that you don't. So you will also follow the same thing because you are afraid that in your analysis time or in your that fear you should not miss this rally. You are in FOMO, fear of missing out, and you will simply buy. But what will happen? That stock will start falling and you don't know where to exit. If this happens to you or you are afraid that this will happens to you, value investing is for you. So welcome to Trade with Books English channel, and today we are starting a small series of value investing. This is the chapter 1 of that, where I will explain you why value investing, what is value investing, and what are the three approaches of value investing. In the next chapter we'll deep dive in the first lesson, that is first approach of the value investing. So whatever knowledge I will share with you, two sources are there for that. First is the book Security Analysis by Benjamin Graham. I will tell you, if you are a serious participant, if you want to learn this as a skill and you want to transfer this to your next generation, you can start reading this book Security Analysis. Don't go in that thickness of the book. The value given by this book is much more than its thickness, total pages. So you can start reading this. And the second thing is Aswath Damodaran sir. Mr. Aswath Damodaran is there. He is presenting his knowledge in YouTube videos also. He is a value investing teacher in America, US. So you can watch his videos also. I have learned a lot from him. So I want to convey that to my community, YouTube community. So you can watch that also. So these are the two sources. So first thing we learned is why value investing. Now, value of what and what is value? So anything which is generating cash, you can value it. Anything that is generating cash, you can value it by these three approaches. It means that you cannot value a painting whose true value is in the eyes of the observer. Some of the things which are not generating cash, like Bitcoin, like gold, you cannot value that because you don't know. That is totally going on the demand and supply basis. But the stock market, where stocks are listed, these are having businesses behind them which are generating cash. They are working for cash, they are making profit, and they are generating cash. So based on that cash, you can value them. So anything which is generating cash, you can value them. Like a man who has a 20 year of service life and he is generating a cash in a year of 12 lakh. Suppose his monthly net salary is 1 lakh. After deducting all cost, he is having 1 lakh rupees cash in hand, and he has a 20 year of service life left. So 20 multiplied by 12 lakh means 2 crore 40 lakh plus some retirement amount he will get. That is his true value. If you want to purchase that fellow, this is very relevant for all of them who are going to marry their spouses, either girl or boy. If they are earning, you can value them with this. See how many number of years they have left in their career, and then you can value them. Alumni, that thing also can be calculated. Okay, we'll talk about that in separate channel, how to get married. Here we should talk about how to value a stock. So like you can value a person who is generating cash. Suppose some person not generating cash, you cannot value him. You people are not valuable. They are valuable by human being, but not as a perspective of stock market. So anything which is having consistent salary, it's consistently a business, if it is generating a cash, you can value it very easily. If the service life is more, you can value it more. Means if any business is having more service life, you can predict that this business will run for hundreds of years, you can value them more. If some business is very susceptible to changes, like 5 year 10 years some new technology will come and that may collapse, that business may close, then you should value it very less. So this is the magic of valuation. Immediately things will be clear to you. How much life is there, how much cash they are generating, whether cash is consistent or it is cyclical. So the only simple formula is how much cash they are generating and how much it will increase in future, and what are the risk, what is the life of the business. With this you can value a company, value a person. This is that simple. So our objective is to value any asset which is generating cash, not the asset which is not generating the cash, like Bitcoin, gold, or the Picasso picture, like Aswath Damodaran sir said. So what is the myth? The myth is that everyone is interested in valuation. No, most people don't believe in valuation. I am actually watching downside because my notes are there. You should not thinking that something is there. It's a notes. So I'm just referring my notes to teach you. So this is the myth. So 7 magical word, you already know why valuation is required, because everybody think in stock market that they must know something that you don't, and in that you comes in FOMO, fear of missing out, and you buy at unreasonable prices, like current situation where 5 years bull market is going on and everything is very highly valued. So you will also buy in that situation. You will feel that everything will go up only, and finally if it collapse, your margin of safety is very big, so you will lose a lot of money and market may not come to your current valuation again. So because of that, valuation is required. Now these rats are of 3 groups. The rats which were falling from cliff, they can be categorized in 3 groups. This is the groups of investor also. The first group is called the proud rats. We are proud on ourselves. We are momentum investor. I am also a momentum investor sometimes. So I can say that momentum investing is all about chasing the momentum. The rat which is running very fast, you will also chase to him, but if he falls, you will also fall. If you are buying, I am buying. If you are selling, I am selling. There is no question asked, like wife and husband, no question asked. If no, I will not elaborate on that. So why you are buying, I don't care. If you are buying, I am buying. So you have to follow the crowd. So what the first group do, they follow the crowd. If RSI is above 50, we will buy. If RS is above 0, we will buy. Why we are buying? If the company is valuable to that level, we don't care, because we are buying in the momentum. So this is the first group, but they don't know where to exit. So in that momentum, it is very difficult to stop. So when the stock going down, they will also go down with that share. The second group is little smarter than the proud rats. What they will do, they have some strategy to stop. They can apply brakes at the last moment. How? They can make any system. Like somebody has a system that he will get out when in weekly chart 30 period moving average will be crossed. If 200-day moving average is crossed, he will not buy. If market is making lower low, lower high, he will not buy. So such types of rules some people makes, and they are doing very well. If you can make those rules, you have that stomach to get out at the last moment. You know how to identify that. You can be that second group of rats. They are also doing well, but it is very difficult to develop that kind of mindset which will tell you that this is the end and you have to come out. So now coming to the third group, which is with parachute. The rats with the parachute. Why? Because they already believed that they will this like came, that they already believe that they don't know which is the end. So what they will do, they are always keeping the parachute. So whenever the fall comes or whenever the end comes, they will also jump, but their margin of safety is very small. They will not lose much, and they know what is the correct value of the stock, so they can average it. They can buy more and they can wait for the market to correct the value of the stock, and when the market will again make the stock higher, they can sell. So this is how the third group works, and if you want to be in that third group, value investing is for you. Most of the people feels it boring and not learn this, but this is the greatest thing I learned and I tried, and this works very good because peace of mind is there. Now coming to the next point, that what are the three approaches for value investing. So three approaches are: first is intrinsic value. What is intrinsic value? That the value which is in it is already having in that stock. Like no matter if the market makes mistake of making that prices, current prices below that, if you know that some of the stock X is already valuing us of 1000, maybe it is currently trading at 500, so this is the opportunity to buy as much as possible. So the 1000 rupees is its intrinsic value. How you come to that? Based on cash flow, how much cash flow it will generate in the full life year of its life journey. So you have to identify how much life you can give to a company, how much cash it will generate, what is the growth rate, and what are the risk involved. Based on that risk, we will discount the cash flow. Like in sabji mandi we are asking for discount, in this cash flows also we will ask for discount. That no, this discount, this cash flow is not guaranteed, there are number of risk, so we will discount it and then we will add it. Simple. If 20 years of service life is there for a person, we will add the cash flow. We will see what is the growth in his company, and we will also add some risk factor. So we will divide by that number, that risk factor. On that we will come to a number. Like for that person we reach to 4 crore something, for a company we will reach to 1 lakh crore, 2 lakh crore, 10,000 crore. What is the total market cap should be of that company based on current cash flows and future growth projections, including the risk. So you have to know how much life should be there, what is the risk, and how much cash flow you can take. These all things we'll learn in chapter 2, intrinsic value, how you can calculate with the discounted cash flow model, DCF model. Then we'll see the second approach, that is relative valuation model. What is relative valuation? Means you will compare the company with the similar companies on the basis of numbers like price to earning, price to books. These numbers are very helpful to calculate a true value of a company. Like in last video I have explained you Peter Lynch valuation technique of profit growth. So there are number of things, we will see some of them in the relative valuation class. And then finally the option pricing model, the third approach. What is that? Options are basically having a underlying instrument. Like Nifty having options means if Nifty goes up, call option will increase, put option will decrease in price. So many shares are there, many companies are there which depends upon some commodity. Like a oil company actually depends upon the price and supply demand of crude oil. So based on that only that share price can be valued. Suppose a company is there or a bank is there which is dependent upon the repo rate decisions of the economy of the RBI, then that company can be valued and should be taken care of the risk involved in the repo rate. So that can be valued based on that. So that is called option pricing model. So that also we'll try to learn. So this all three we will learn in coming videos. But one thing you have to believe, that market makes mistakes. Market always makes mistakes in judging the true value of a stock, because their human psychology is involved. When something is going up, people will be crazy, they will forget about value, and this happens after 3-4 years of bull market. Like it started in 2024, when people were crazy, they forgot the value of a company. They are now just in hangover mode. They will tell that now this stock and Nifty and Sensex will go up only, no matter what, it will go up only. So in that cases, na, in that situations, all stock prices will be having very high valuation. So in that type of scenario, market is making a mistake, definitely. But when this fall will start, the same people who are crazy in the up rally, bull run, they are very fearful. They are very afraid. So they will sell like anything. Last video I given you example of that fire in a movie theater, where the rule was you can give your seat to another person only if he is ready to buy. So what will be the price of your seat? What rate you will charge to him? Nothing. You will give him freely. So like that, people also sell their shares crazily when the bear market comes. When the bear market comes, everybody is afraid. So that time again stocks will go down like crazy and they will be very undervalued. Many of the stocks will be undervalued after a lot of fall. Like in COVID, you saw Tata Motor was available at 70 rupees. Zomato you saw was available at 40 rupees. But that time you were afraid because you don't know to calculate what is the true price, what is the true value of the stock. If you know and the stock comes to your level or below that level, you will go and buy that. Otherwise, you will wait. So always think that market makes mistakes and it corrects over time. So all these three approaches should be included with this assumption that market will make mistake and we will get that stocks in the correct value sooner or later. So hope to see you in the next video. Consider subscribing and liking also. All the best.